Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Vitruvian Art. And today we're doing soap bubbles. If you've been following me on my art page and on my Facebook group and all that, you've seen this. This is what I was working on yesterday, and before that, I was teaching myself how to do soap bubbles. So, today I'm going to teach you because that's what I do. And I enjoy it. So, everybody and their mom has seen soap bubbles done on black paper, with the black background and everything like that. And I was thinking about it in the whole coloring book idea and whatnot, and was just like, not everybody's gonna sit there and color their entire coloring book page background black. So how do you do that and translate it to being on white paper or a white background and using it as soap bubbles, like as you would with a soap bubble? So because you don't see soap bubbles on black backgrounds, like nobody makes a soap bubble and then holds up black paper behind it. So I started trying to figure it out, and Prismas are what I had on hand at the time. And so that's what I started playing with. So those are the first couple ones that you see over here. These. This one is Polly's, and then these I really took my time with. This is one of my colored pencil other ones, the knockoff polychromos that I just did a review on. They work really well for light colors, and I kind of wanted to play with them some more, as well as do some layering with them. So, I'm going to use polychromos today because most people have those. Most people don't have the knockoffs. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. That's just to show you that you can do them with any colors. So, to start off with, as you can see, I made some circles with my compass. If you don't have a compass, use the cap of something. Use a cork, use whatever. Yesterday I think I was using the top of one of my bottled drinks or something like that, in order to make circles because I didn't have my compass with me on the couch. Now I'm erasing a little bit because I don't want my edges to show my graphite because I'm peculiar like that. Anyway, I like my edges to be kind of light and only show the color. First, though, we're going to talk about the actual setup of the bubble, for which I want a bubble over here to be nice and dark so you can see it. Okay? Okay. I'm going to talk about the actual structure of it so that you get the idea. There's going to be kind of two circles. You've got the one inside the other, basically, like so. Can you see that okay? Alright. Now, the way I've done mine is that to set up your highlights, so to speak, or where it's shining off, is kind of going in towards the center, and then you run it around like this, and then I've done like another one here, and you just go out here and touch it to the edge. Now I can freehand that, and it doesn't bother me, and it doesn't have to be exact at all. Okay? So don't think that you have to draw this exactly like this, or it's not going to work. I promise you it will still work. It will still look like a bubble. I'm just trying to show you the whole setup structure of it so that you can have an idea of what we're doing, because over here it will be very light with the colors and might be a little difficult to see, so I don't want you to be straining. And then out here you can just have, a light area, and then let's do another one in here, just for the fun of it. Do a little one. And then we'll have like a long one, like over here, like that. And then maybe have like a dot. Okay? Why do I put dots? I really don't know. I just know that they're there on the soap bubbles. So, when I was looking at them. So, that's all I know. I was just putting random light spots in. And as you can go, you can kind of edit them. You can blend them in so that they're not real sharp. You can do all kinds of things. But that's kind of the general idea. And so when I talk about mapping out your bubble, that's what I'm talking about. And so this is so you can see it. Now, you don't want to leave. If you do draw it out or whatever, don't leave the second circle. That's just to show you like how to keep it kind of consistent. Okay? Okay. So that's how we're going to map out our bubbles. So, now you can start with color or you can start with a gray, like a really, really light gray, like gray's number 1, or if you're in Prismas, use one of the like 10% or 20% grays. I have a gray to sort of map them out, or you can start with like a light blue, a light green, a light yellow, whatever. So this one is sky blue, and we're going to map out our little gem over here, or our little gem. So used to doing gems, y'all. Our little bubble. So I'm going to go over the circle where I had drawn it out in pencil. Use a very light hand when doing this, okay? And then you can just kind of go around and kind of gently blend on it a little bit so it's not real harsh. Okay, so we're going to do our second circle type thing, and I don't need the second circle. I can just draw this because you're just following along the edge, basically. I'm just following along the edge. I'm going to bring this in a little bit and go up here and meet. Just going to color in around it so you can kind of see it a little bit. Can you see that? I hope so. There you go. You can kind of see it better there. Alright. And then I do another one over here. I kind of like mine, like, I like thinking about mine kind of like a yin-yang. Like, I do one and then I do another. Not like you have to or anything. It's just the way I started doing it. That's all. So I'm going to kind of color around this one as well. Want a little circle in here. A little dot over here. One of my little light spots over here. As you can see, I'm just roughing them in. It's not precise. It doesn't need to be. It's okay. Put another one over there. And there we go. That's your basic bubble. Okay? You've got it kind of mapped out. A little bit of it colored in. Use a light hand. If you're really heavy-handed and you have a really hard problem, just make sure that you use a really light color, like one of the grays, or a really light blue. If you have a really light blue, just use light colors. Second thing that I noticed was that there's always kind of like some kind of fire, like coming off of the edges of the bubbles. So, I grabbed a scarlet red for that purpose. And so I'm just going to go over here and just, I don't know, kiss the edge of the bubble. Like just little bits here and there. And give it a bit of a edge on it. If you want to grab a darker blue and help with that edge, you can. You don't need to, but you can. You can color it in a little bit if you want. I want, because I like this color. And then the rest of it is pretty much just putting in random colors. And I do mean that. So I've got a whole range of basically like every single type of color. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Like all of them, right? So we've got like the whole rainbow. Yay! We like rainbows. And this one is light purple pink. And I'm just going to hold it like way up here. So I can just put little shades of color in here. I'm just going to go around and start giving it some pink. And I mean, you're just go in little circles, go in little patterns. Do whatever you want with it. I'm just kind of building it around the edges, sort of, ish. I don't know. This is very simple. It's not hard to do. I went into my highlight. Oh well. We'll just give it its edge back. I'm sure it will forgive me. Okay. So I'm just building all the little colors. Now I got my green. This one is grass green. And just building some more color over here. Just grab whatever colors you want to be in your bubbles. Put them in there. If you find that it starts getting muddy in some area, switch to a different color. It's no big deal. And that's really all there is to it. That's all I've been doing. Honestly. It really, really is. Ta-da! So, if you feel like it's too, rough or anything like that, you can always go in with a white pencil and blend it a little bit, give it kind of a fuzzier feel. Kind of calm it down a little bit if that's what you feel it needs. I don't, but I'm using it for a blender, so I like the bright bubbles. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I kind of left a lighter area in the middle. I am not really sure why, but I did. Okay, so I'm using the white as a blender. If you want to use a blender pencil, go for that. You can grab a blender pencil and go in here and make it nice and soft. Okay? That's how we're making bubbles, yo. So, I'm going to grab my other blue one. I prefer to have the outlines done in blue. They don't need to be. You can do them in whatever color you want. That's just my personal preference because blue is also my favorite color. So I'm a tad bit biased. Just a little bit. Trying to just rough this one in here so you can see it. And as you can see, I'm like barely touching the paper with this. Trying to keep it really nice and light, but using the purple so you can see better. You can do all one color if you really, really wanted to. I'll go back to my other blue here, the sky blue. I'm going to grab a lighter orange this time. So you can see some of that. Might as well bring some of this orange in here too. Because why not? And as long as you take your time and make it really smooth, it's going to look really nice. As you can see, I'm just kind of putting it in here rough so that you can just kind of see the idea. And realize that you can make them and look like that, and they look fine. But if you go slow, and I mean like do it really, really nice. Keep a super light hand. You can put in all kinds of colors in here. It really does work better when you use little circles. And that's how I've been doing them. So, mysteries revealed. Granted, I went a lot slower with the ones that I was doing on my other paper, and just tried to make them look really, really great, which I'm sure you will do on coloring pages and everything else like that, because you want them to be like that. I just wanted to show you the idea, show you it's not difficult. The same basically goes for them on black paper. The only difference is when you map out these, all of these will be color, and then you've got the black background. Okay, we'll do that in a different video, and I'll show you how to do it there. But for now, have fun with your soap bubbles, and I hope you post some and do them as backgrounds or however else you'd like to do them, and tag me. I would love to see. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.